Hi guys, I'm back with a dip powder mani. So before we get started, I do have on 2 coats of CNDesigner Dips Peel Off Base Coat. It is water based, and the color that I will be using is 100% That Witch from CNDesigner Dips, and I will be encapsulating that color in clear along with using the base and activator. Now this color was part of a set, and here are the colors. I just pulled the picture off of Etsy. These were all of the colors that came in the complete collection, but you can purchase them individually. And so I'm just pouring the dip powder in a cupcake liner, and just hang out with me while I do this single color application. And no, I will not be showing all nails on camera. I'm just using my finger to press down the dip powder. So this dip powder is purple, and it has, I believe, this black foil flakes in there. And so I felt the need to only do 1 coat of dip powder on my nails, because I did not want them to become too bulky, because I do keep builder gel on my nails. And so I got good coverage with 1 coat of the dip powder. I think on either my middle or ring finger missed the side of my nail, but I wasn't gonna go back in to correct that. And here is 1 coat of that dip powder on all 5 nails, and I'm just brushing off excess. And again, I only applied 1 coat. Now I am going to encapsulate in clear. However, I wanted to dab activator on the foil flakes just so that they would lay flat. And I'm just wiping the activator brush off on a piece of paper towel that I cut up. It's a trifold paper towel, and you can see the black foil flakes is very pigmented, and it is staining the activator brush. Now, will it impact the way the activator works? I do not think so. And you can see I'm just tapping the area of the nail that has the foil flakes. After I do that, I'm going to wait maybe about 5 minutes to give that activator time to dry, and then I'm going to go in and encapsulate the nails in clear. And again, the reason why I'm doing that is so that the foil will lay flat on the nail. I would also do that if I was going to go in with a 2nd coat of dip powder. So after I waited about 5 minutes to give that activator time to dry, I'm going to go in with base coat again and encapsulate the nails in clear. And so I just applied 1 coat of clear, and that is to encapsulate the glitter and the foil flakes to protect them during fouling and buffing. And so once I apply that, I'm going to use a pipette to apply the clear dip powder over the nail. You can lay your finger flat if you want to. You can pour over the clear dip powder. I just do that so that I don't contaminate my clear with glitter. after I encapsulate all 5 nails, I'm going in with a toothbrush and brushing off any excess dip powder that was not soaked off by the base did not soak in, or didn't soak into the dip powder base. What am I talking about? And so I'm just brushing that off, and you can see that clear coming off the nail perfectly. You can use a nail brush, but I've always used a toothbrush, especially when I'm using regular dip liquids. And then I'm going to go in with my activator and apply that to all nails, and I'm just making sure that I'm getting good coverage on the dip powder so that it will harden. And so after that, I'll wait about 5 minutes and do my filing and buffing, which I did keep my filing and buffing routine in this video. And so I do have timestamp, so if you want to see what I do now, this set, you can see there's really not too many wonky areas, so I already know when I was activating that I didn't have a lot of filing and or buffing to do for the nail, on the nail. After about 5 minutes, I tap the dip powder to make sure it's hard. I'm going in with the glass nail file. It wasn't very effective for this particular set, and so I do end up switching off to it's a 180 grit file from Color My World Dips. And so I'm getting the sidewall, the free edge, and then there's a little space between the cuticle area and the nail fold, and I kind of stick that file in between there, and just to round out the cuticle area. And then I will lightly run across the entire nail, and then I'm going to go in with a, I think it's 150 grit buffer that I got from Young Nails. I've used the crap out of it, and so the logo is off of the buffer itself, and so I'm just going to run that alongside the nails just to smooth those out. So if you guys are wondering, yes, this is sped up. I'm not doing it aggressively. It's just sped up, and it makes it look very aggressive. And so you can see with the filing, a lot of filing dust is getting on the nail. So once I finish buffing all of the nails, and I'm running my finger along the nail, excuse me, on top of the nail, just to check for smoothness, I'm going to go in with a dusting brush. I got that thing from Coco and Claire. I love it. You're going to see it take that dust right away. I think I recorded it. Off the nail, and then off camera I do spray my nails with water and use a paper towel just to get remove any excess filing and buffing dust off of the nail plate, or you know, the dip powder application. And so after I've done that and cleansed my nails with water, I have some decals from Spirit Art Designs, and I found out about these decals via CreepyBiddyNails, who has a channel on YouTube, so check her out. You have to order these decals via the Facebook group. And so I did another mani using Princess Tiana, and it didn't turn out great. And so of course, if I stamp this decal on the nail as is, it's not going to show up because it's a dark color. So I'm going in with some white stamping polish, and I'm going to paint the back of that decal with white polish. And so when I do that, I'm going to allow that to dry. I have a little USB desk fan on top of my nail desk. I'm going to let that dry. And so I'm just using, look, my brush fell apart. So I'm going in with my brush, and I probably could have just used the brush on the stamping polish to color it in, but it didn't take long. Of course, it's sped up. And so I'm just coloring the back of that image. Most of the image is colored. And so you'll see when I stamp that on the nail that some of the white is outside of the image itself, and overall it was okay. I just wanted Princess Tiana on my nails. Now I did see Snow White. I do have a purple and a black glitter that I want to do a mani with, but I don't know if I'll have time to get it uploaded before Halloween. And you can see I colored that in, and you can see this is how the image will look on the nail. It pops because you got to have a white background. So I let that dry for about 5 to 8 minutes in front of the fan, and I'm applying Maniology Sticky Base Coat. Ooh, look how that color pop when you put that shiny coat on there. And so I'm going to put that in front of my fan, allow that time to get tacky. Maybe takes about 15 to 30 seconds. It just depends. And so that's my little USB desk fan that I always use, and I even have that running when I'm just doing a regular dip powder. And so once that got tacky and that decal dried, I'm pressing and holding that on the nail. Now, was this the best? I don't know, but I've never done this before, and I found out how to do this hack via the Poshy Nail Designs Facebook group. You know, they were talking about painting the decal with white if you want to put it on a dark color, because every mani you don't want to put white on your nail or some type of light color. And so I'm going in with OG dip powder base coat and top coat. I don't know why my camera, my iPad camera was not focusing. Now, one thing I did notice, this is gel polish has it's kind of on a thicker side regarding viscosity, and I applied the base coat and cured and then top coat, but I did lose my nail shape a little bit. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with my iPad camera not focusing here, so my apologies. And so I'm applying the base coat, and then I have a bat rhinestone, which I put black rhinestones on my nails, y'all. You couldn't even see the doggone rhinestones because this color is so dark. I thought it was beautiful, but it was just so dark. And so I'm going to put the bat on my nail, and then I'm going to cure for 60 seconds, and then I'm going to go in and top coat all nails and cure for 60 seconds. So you see, you can't even see the bat because the dip powder itself is dark, but you know, it is what it is. And so once I got all the nails base coat applied, I did cure for 60 seconds, and I'm going in with top coat. And I can't remember if OG dip powder gel polishes are HEMA free. I didn't see that on the bottle, and I'm out of frame. And so I'm putting on my top coat, and again, because it is a thicker viscosity, I kind of lost the shape of my nail, but look how shiny it is. And so once I get the nails top coated, I will cure for 60 seconds, and we'll be done. Okay, so once I've cured, guys, here is the finished look. I hope you like it. You want to apply your favorite cuticle oil. I use Sweet Hibiscus by CNDesigner Dips. Again, this is a shop on Etsy. So guys, please like this video if you found value. Leave a comment and let me know what you think. And subscribe to my channel. It is free and it would help my channel. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week. Thank you so much for watching.